Miller. I'm Rashawn Haylock, and tonight, Coach, we got a matchup of two teams with similar identities.
We certainly do, and when you think about them, they're all based on a physicality and a toughness. Tonight, when there's a blockout, let's see who hits first. When there's a screen, let's see who gets over it. This game will be decided on the glass, though. Bet on that.
Now, Hawaii picked up a win a couple of nights ago at Fullerton, and they're led by Eddie Stansbury, who's really elevated this game.
He certainly has. I like to call him an assassin on offense. He's the team's leading scorer. He drops 17.4 points per game. His range is when he gets off the bus. He's 27th in the nation in three-pointers made per game, a dead-eye shooter. 67% of his takes are from deep. He's their Iron Man. He plays over 36 minutes a game. On the other side for UCI, the Anteaters, they depend on Colin Belt, and he does it all, and he does it coming off the bench. He's the team's leading scorer at 14.2 points a game. He's the best Anteater on the glass, grabbing almost 7 rebounds a night. His new nickname, Mr. Bucket. Get him the ball and let him go to work.
Velp has started. Brady Gillette, we're ready to go here inside Irvine. Here's Aiden Krause with the left-hand take to the hole. Yeah.
Well, I like the way UCI, they want to push the ball and they get easy scores. Now they're looking to try and get the basketball inside because they want to see how is Hawaii going to cover the inside play, which should open up the perimeter play.
Evan Leonard, who was preseason all-conference. Pull-up jumper there on the baseline. That's Yasu Worko will get the score, get the offense going here for Irvine. Here's Leonard with it.
Well, it's a war down in the paint with those cross screens. Let's watch the one-on-one coverage on Brad Green.
Green with a little jump up.
Poise, single coverage, he went to work.
Look at that svelte figure, Coach.
That's what you said to me when I walked in here tonight.
You know it. I said it to everybody. I'm sorry. Here's Bugs with the three. Long, and here comes Leonard. Eaters looking to run. Beautiful bounce pass. Worku lay it up and in. Built on defense and rebound. And here's a turnover on the timeout. Oranganot's going to not like that at all as Leonard gets to the hole.
They're sort of reading the play. They've got a nice little defensive rhythm to start.
One thing Leonard has done.
A player of the year. He's had a slow start, but he's really one of the better two-way players. He can guard.
Dawson Carper in off the bench for Hawaii.
Love the spacing by Hawaii. They've got side ball screens. They're trying to get open on the perimeter.
Avea can't get the three. And here comes Leonard. And stolen away by Rimo. We had it for a second, but Worku hitting the deck. Here's Krause in deep.
He's got to move as the ball moves. He should have been outside of the
team that competed in the FIBA Oceania Championships.
No need for contact there. You had him walled up pretty well.
Here's Bugs. Stansbury, the JUCO transfer, Avea now. Carper with 7 on the shot clock. Bugs, nice pass.
Full drive baseline, and they maintain spacing for the drop. Both teams want to get that ball down low and to be able to work through it. Certainly does, but I did not know that he had that in his work pail. That's a big-time move. Great extension, follow through.
Rimo against Belt. Stansbury, can't leave him open. Hawaii. Justin Webster, who just checked in, now Stansbury with it.
They haven't been able
to pull up.
Sorry, they haven't been.
Line right now with Stansbury. He's shooting him at an 87% clip. That one in and out of back. Is the son of the artist formerly known as Ron Artest, now Meta World Peace.
Got the instincts of his dad. He gets his hands on balls. I mean, he's a real feisty defender. He can touch it, he poke it, and what a competitive fire. He's a welcome addition to UCI.
Velp, the leading scorer for Irvine, gives it to Lee, the backup point guard. Lee against the much smaller Hemsley, turning against him, and that's just... Here's Velp trying to work on the block. Gets it back there, left block against Hemsley. Double team comes, spins away from it, fall away jumper.
Outside, face you up, go left, go right. He's got a very bright future here at UCI and at the next level.
The lead is 10 now for UCI. Raimo trying to muscle one up. The tip.
He's a dual citizen, but he's much more mature than a freshman on the court.
Evan Leonard. This UCI team even more dangerous.
It certainly does. He's got such a nice jump shot to spacing, and they move the basketball as bind shooters. Play defense before your man gets the ball. Sometimes quick beats big.
Webster going left. And knocks. Green.
One-on-one coverage. There comes the double.
Artest. Not even close there as Green gets the offensive rebound. That ball didn't hit the rim, though. No reset, doesn't matter. Hawaii with the steal. Stansbury, Webster, the trailer. Webster laying up and in. So they're going to be a flagrant run charge to Jerron Artest. Okay.
Well, you know, when you talk about a flagrant run, it could be...
Yeah, so when Hemsley went down there against him by Artest against him, and now Hawaii has the basketball.
Gotcha.
So Rainbow Warriors within 2 now. Webster hot. Really 4 minutes for UCI as they've made just one of their last 9. Near 63% shooting from the field. They're now just 40%.
Defense, you know, their motto is you play like you practice, and that's why they get after it every day. Testament. Active hands, live feet.
Avea for 3.
His game development to be able to go up and knock down 3 balls.
Velp working at the elbow. Nice little up and under.
Make him shoot over you, hopefully miss and then block out. Did not work well that time for Zigmars.
That's grown man game.
Be a gifted defender, and he's a really smart kid. Meta once told me that he's into computers. So I saw reading today, he's a computer science major here at UCI, but an extremely smart player on the court as well as off.
Both teams in the bonus. Webster there unable to get the front end of the 1-and-1. Nice move.
So De Silva left his feet, and he just took him to the popcorn machine.
Stansbury leaves it for De Silva. Galloway, that's some high praise around these parts.
That's no secret when you're a big and you come here, you're going to develop. But I think it all starts on the defensive end. They ingrain into them.
So Irvine up by 2 now. Lee, a lefty 3.
He's just got a smoothness to his game. He's been well coached wherever he played in Sydney, Australia.
Here's Avea on the curl. Krause denying the pass there.
Can't force it, you can't jump to pass. Keep it simple.
Artest. Velp, he can make that 3. There.
I saw him against Pacific here. He hit 2 or 3 from the trail spot up top. He's really developed his game. That's why I call him Mr. Buckets.
Here's De Silva against Johnson. There's going to be a foul. About the 50-40-90 guys. Well, he's a 50-40-80 guy, Coach.
I'll take that. I walked in here, I don't know, an hour, 90 minutes before tip. Who was out on the floor? Colin Velp.
He was out there, absolutely. Isaiah Lee will go back to work here for UC Irvine.
Spacing is exquisite. Post feeds, inside out, trying to read coverages.
Krause. What can Hawaii do now in this final 3 minutes?
Well, they've got to cinch up on their defense. They've got to control the glass and
get the rebound.
Love guards at rebound, Rashawn at 6'4", Aiden Krause.
Leonard. No good. Brad Green the putback.
That's exactly what the Anteaters were trying to do, but Raimo is a really good facilitator.
Here's Worker with 1 all the way. Lay it up and in. Evan Leonard with the pull-up.
I just don't like to leave, but you got to come off that and you got to square up. That's an open look.
Can't give Evan Leonard too many open looks. Avea, though, answers
senior year and won a state title there as well.
6 points now for Samuta Avea. Here's Rutherford. They go to him again. on that right block. This time he's
able to get to the midline, extend, and finish the hook.
So methodical in his approach is Rutherford as De Silva gets.
Just picture that body, about 25 pounds of muscle.
Stansbury at the buzzer, no, but De Silva with the put ends of Worku. Worku turns on the jets, turns the corner, lays it up and in.
And he's one of the faster guards in the Big West. I'd like to see him do it much, much more.
Averaging 12 points per game this year. It's finally coming together for Los Alamitos High all-time leading scorer.
Do is get back to the game plan that you used all year long.
Those 5 points.
I think it is.
I'm tapping out. Bugs directing traffic. Hawaii's got to do something here, coach.
You got to score and you got to get multiple stops. That's what they were able to do when they tied
there by Ramo. He got away with it.
Sure did.
Avea, elbow jumper.
He's just raising up and pulling shots. I mean, you know, talking to Coach Gannat, he mentioned this. He said he's got the work ethic like a Matthew Dellavedova when he was an assistant at St. Mary's. That's some more high praise as well.
Yeah, very high praise.
Got to hit that.
Wide open three.
Hey, they've got a great offense. They have good spacing. They set screens. They get the ball inside, outside. Right here, he likes to play make, hits the open man. But that's tough if you make it, or, you know.
Bugs work effectively out of the post tonight.
And the other night at Fullerton, they did a good job of getting him to the block and letting him play make off the low post.
They're within single digits. 7 on the shot clock for Leonard.
The thing that makes UCI so good, they drill this every day. It's like a religion. You gotta love it and you gotta trust it.
So, but not as much.
And Zigmar and Drew Bugs, UCI is going to take away your strengths and they exploit your weaknesses. Their whole deal is to shut down your top 2 scorers every night, and they've done a pretty good job of it. Avea's had double figures. I think he's at 10 points. But the players digest the reports. The coaches have to be extremely happy.
Here's Hemsley with the runner.
In this game right now, and again, multiple stops, easy scores.
Multiple stops, easy scores, says Coach Dave Miller. Cholina, easy looking three. Well, that's a start.
Means he likes to shoot the ball. A 7-footer from Melbourne, Australia.
Worku with the answer, no.
Okay, so there's a stop. Let's see if they get an easy score.
Bugs, first basket of the night. He gets it. Leonard has it now. Nice little hesitation. Green with the weak side rebound. Velpa wide open three. Weird.
Look at him look inside.
Gets the smaller Hemsley.
Oh, you got to go to work, big man.
Double team comes. Kicked out to Worku.
Got a mismatch down low if you can get it to that wing.
7 to shoot. Worku right around Cholina into the cup.
Pass, no one blocking out in green. If you come flying at him, he's going to shot fake you, get the defender off his feet, and something. Football, I watch you on TV in football season. Do you prefer outdoors? Look at Velp's handle for 6'9". Little horn set. Both these teams have really good pivots when they don't have anything and they pick up their dribble.
Fortuitous.
Lulls, and the effect of the Anteater defense taking away from the 2 seniors and the junior. You know, when we keep talking about Hawaii as well, because I just don't know their program, but just watching this, calling the game, it definitely is the effect of the Anteaters defense.
De Silva with the catch, kicks it out. Stansbury a transition three.
Now that's, well, I like that big freshman, 6'9", 223 pounds.
He looks the part, right?
He's going to be something. Out of Murrieta, Georgia.
Felt.
60 to 49. Makes you feel like you're down 100, right? Get a deuce, get down 9. It's just the way it appears. Shot clock duress right here.
5 to shoot. Avea straight away. Got the bounce.
Russ Turner, stay down.
You said it, Coach. It's back to 8. With you, as Worker will be at the line to shoot 2.
Fun to coach like that.
Just a wealth of riches, especially bigs. Avea!
About Irvine bigs, protect the rim, protect the paint. Great job for Brad Green.
So he did there. 4:03 left.
Full court press right here. Now they got to get back because there's a number situation.
Green against Cholina, and Krause will be at the line to shoot. The lefty's
got a little bit of toughness. I like the way he rebounds down.
Green.
I thought he checked all the boxes, but I'll tell you what he's done. It's his body that's impressed me. He's just stronger, and maybe the biggest difference, looking middle and surveying.
Some Bragg bound stats, with still a point shy of that double-double.
That corner up. I love his toughness. We keep talking about the Anteater's toughness. His way to see me and thank me for all the nice things that I tweet about him. Very seldom does that happen. That really impressed me and spoke to the high character that he has and the players from Long Beach Poly have in that program. That's a great high school basketball program.
I tell you what, the championship game, his senior year, he played with a torn ACL.
Evolve, and maybe evolve's the wrong word because I really think he's a good player, but maybe block ingredients to do so.
Interesting because he had that fantastic sophomore campaign, and
yeah,
the expectations were through the roof last year for him as a junior, but it was kind of an injury-riddled, injury-plagued season for him. And he's battled some injuries to start this year as well.
Little 2-2-1. This time they're back to a zone. This is the first time we've seen zone by UCI.
Both teams in a double bonus.
But these are 2 big free throws for him to try and cut this to 10. Press because he'd had deep post-ups, and he too was patient on the play.
Raimo and Stansberry just 13 points tonight.
That's why I wish Stansberry would have just anticipated that pass back to Worku.
Velp, nice bounce pass. Green, and there's the
skilled Velp able to deliver on time, on target.
Third double-double of the season for Brad Green. And a hard
guys that plays with great energy. I used to call him in high school an athlete that plays above the rim. He can hit.
Raimo with the big offensive rebound. Stansberry a catching 3. Timeout Hawaii.
But this is to create turnovers so they can get out and run. UCI can be patient and not get a good shot, but a great shot.
Raimo with the block, but Green stays with it.
It's going to be a long minute and 18. There's got to be an awareness on him on the other end. Here, they've got to get stops and push.
Worku. Leonard a corner 3. Bugs a straightaway 3. No, and Green with his 21st rebound, Coach, as this crowd rises to its feet. A dominant performance here tonight for the Anteaters as Russ Turner notches win number 197 here with UC Irvine, ties him with Pat Douglas for the most all-time in program history. This is Turner's 10th season. Douglas was at the helm here at Irvine for 13 years, so Russ definitely ahead of the curve. Congrats to him. One more win will push him past Pat Douglas for sole possession of it. But what about this performance here from Irvine tonight, Coach?
Well, it's no surprise on Russ Turner. You know, of the template he has, the consistency, the deep out in the rebound.